So, what's with the gloomy look? Left someone dear behind?
Yeah. You could say that.
Been there. So, Nordson, eh? You better buckle up. We've got some nasty weather coming in.
I heard. Sadly, caring about storms is a luxury people in my line of work are rarely afforded.
Oh, and what kind of work is that?
Special Agent, Violent Crimes. Central Bureau.
Well, shit.
You there. This is a restricted crime scene.
Vera Englund, Central Bureau.
Oh, you're Agent England. Sorry for shouting at you. I'm Gabriel.
Apology accepted. Now brief me, please.
Certainly, ma'am. The victim is Carl Oscarson, age 33, stabbed to death by an unknown assailant. He worked here as a carpenter and was found early this morning by a coworker who's sitting over there by the window.
Got it.
Sorry about the state of the crime scene. We're not used to this sort of thing.
I get it, but I gotta tell you that this isn't up to par. Follow my lead, all right?
Will do, ma'am. Happy to assist in any way you need.
Good to hear. Now, give me a second while I examine the body.
Sure, I'll be here. So, is this where you use your X-ray vision?
My what?
Come on, you have to be aware of the rumors. How agents like you are supposed to be equipped with some kind of advanced cybernetics.
The Central Bureau has a strict no-comment policy on those types of inquiries.
I bet it does. Well, let's carry on.
Looks pre-collapse, basically a glorified corner lamp. There's a coin slot on the side with a coin stuck in it. I can probably pull it out using some extra strength. A row of personal lockers for the workers here. All right, we've got multiple knife-sized stab wounds to the chest. I don't see a murder weapon, so I take it none was found at the scene?
That's right. All knives and sharp tools in the building have been accounted for, too.
It looks like the victim was attacked directly from the front. I don't see any major defense wounds, so this was either a surprise attack, or the victim knew the perpetrator. What about any potential suspects, Constable? Did Carl have enemies?
None as far as we know. He seemed to be well liked among the guys here, but the man who found him might know more.
There was a photo in his chest pocket. It's a bloody photograph of Carl and a young woman, taken fairly recently by the look of it. He's holding hands with the woman, but I can't discern her face. Too much damage to the photo. She's wearing a brass necklace. Could be relevant. It's a A row of personal lockers for the workers here. Not sure which one belongs to Carl. I hate to start things off like this, but your hands are bloody and a man is lying dead over there. You understand how it looks, right?
Wait, what? Yes, it's his blood, but I just got some of it on me when I turned him over.
Okay, so why were you even touching the body? You should have notified the police immediately.
I just didn't realize he was dead at first. I thought he just hurt himself or something.
Okay. Let's move on to some other questions.
Fine, I have nothing to hide.
Why don't you tell me about what happened this morning?
Okay. I get up early from my morning smoke. I keep my smokes in my locker, so I came in here. I saw Carl lying in the corner. It was still kind of dark, so I thought he'd fallen and hurt himself. I ran over to him. That's when I noticed the blood, and I guess I was kind of in shock, so I tried to stop the bleeding, but then I felt how cold he was. I yelled for help. The guys came running, and then Josef, our foreman, sent someone to go get the police.
Okay. When was the last time you saw Carl alive?
Late last night, around midnight. He stayed up with us playing cards, which is unusual.
Unusual? How so?
Well, it was rare for Carl to stick around in the evenings. He usually went out by himself.
Oh. Do you know where he used to go?
No idea. He didn't talk much about that. Maybe he went to the canteen to meet some friends. Anyway, Carl seemed a bit anxious last night. He seemed distracted.
Got it. Thanks for the info. Hey, do you know which one of these lockers belongs to Carl?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Have a look at this picture. Do you know who the woman is?
Yeah, that's just some old girlfriend of Carl's from ages ago.
Is that so? It doesn't look that old. At least Carl looks about the same.
Guess the guy aged well. Any other questions?
No, that's private. I won't show that. That's enough questions for now.
Okay.
My picture of Alex. I miss him. My service pistol. It fires conventional projectiles using magnetic propulsion. It's loaded with 600 rounds of compressed alloy ammunition. The battery is the limiting factor, lasting for about 80 shots in quick succession. Gabriel.
Yeah?
Hey, do you know which one of these lockers belongs to the victim?
I don't know. Try asking that guy over there.
Okay, that's...
Very well, Agent.
Hey, I'm gonna go check out the dorm. Where's Carl's bed?
Turn left and then go straight. I left the light on so it'd be easy for you to find.
Gotcha. Dirty laundry. Smells like machine oil. Both beds look recently used. Huh. Odd place for a ventilation duct. Pens and paper. Nothing out of the ordinary. Clean clothes and sheets. Nothing. I already searched that. Not yet. I think the witness knows more than he's letting on. A few more questions, if I may? That's enough questions.
Okay.
I could, but I don't know which locker. A row of personal lockers. I already examined him. Gabriel.
Yeah?
Not while we're talking. Okay.
Very well, Agent.
Not yet. Huh. There are a lot of prints around a panel on the air duct. A few more questions, if I may? That's enough questions for now.
Okay.
Gabriel,
Yeah?
do you know who the woman in this photo is?
Too hard to tell. Wow. You city police have some impressive hardware.
Thanks. I don't see anything on your hip. That typical for Nordsund?
Yes, we do have an armory, but it's barely used.
That's reasonable, given the typical rate of violent crime in a small place like this.
Up until recently, I suppose that was true.
Okay, that's all.
Very well, Agent.
Gabriel,
Yeah?
okay.
Very well, Agent.
Looks pre-collapse, basically a glorified corner lamp. This coin might be useful for unscrewing the vent panel. Shit, it's stuck tight. Got the coin. It's an old pre-collapse coin. No one would accept it as payment today. There was a small key hidden inside the duct. A small, unique-looking key. Nope. Not yet. Any idea of what this...
Nope, haven't seen a key like that.
Gabriel,
Yeah?
any idea?
Nope. But it looks small. Some kind of drawer? Maybe a file?
Okay.
Very well.
I don't see. I could, but I could. Not yet. Suppose it can't hurt. Stuck again. Looks pre-collapse, basically a glorified corner. Got the coin. I don't need to show him. No reason to show him my sidearm. Maybe someone knows which locker belongs to Carl. The reason I'm here. I need to gather as much evidence as possible and try to get some kind of lead on the. I already. I could. That action doesn't seem Not yet. Not yet. I think the witness knows more than he. Are you sure about?
Yes, I told you, old girl.
Are-
Yes, I told.
Are you sure about this woman?
Yes, I told you, old girlfriend from before.
A few more questions, if I may? That's enough question.
Okay.
Are you sure about this woman?
Yes, I told you, old girlfriend from before.
You're lying to my face. If this attitude of yours doesn't change, the gloves will come off. I'm a patient woman, but I will only accept your full cooperation. I'll do what I need to do to bring justice to a murder victim.
I'm sorry. I gave him a promise. Well, the lady in the photo, Carl is still seeing her. Well, was, I suppose.
Why wouldn't you tell me that from the beginning?
It was a secret. Carl said they would both get in trouble if anybody knew.
Why would they get into trouble? An affair?
I didn't ask, but yeah, it could be.
All right. Tell me everything you know about this woman.
Carl said she lived somewhere north of town, but that's all I know.
Okay, I believe you. Can you tell me a little bit about Carl?
Sure. I've known him since I started working here 4 years ago. We instantly hit it off. He had a great sense of humor. He used to be so cheerful, you know? Always kidding around, always with a smile on his face. But then about a year ago, something happened. He became absent-minded and humorless. I know people can change, but this came seemingly from nowhere.
Huh. What do you think caused this shift?
I'm not sure, but maybe something to do with his secret relationship? Perhaps all that secrecy started to take its toll on him.
What's your opinion on the policeman over there?
Gabriel is a good man. He's been a cop in Nordsund for quite a while.
That's enough
Okay.
Gabriel,
Yeah?
what can you tell me about yourself?
Not much to tell. I grew up here in Nordsund, and all my family is here. The commissary is my uncle. He's always been the one who encouraged me to become a policeman.
So, how long have you been a cop?
8 years now.
Wow, 8? Must have started young.
Yup, started as a trainee at age 16.
I see. Do you know anything about a woman who was seeing Carl?
I'm afraid not. I didn't know Carl myself.
Okay, that's
Very well,
not yet. I think there's more. A row of personal lockers for the workers here. Okay, that must be Carl's locker. Doesn't fit. Guess it's for something. Locked. Doesn't look incredibly strong, though. I might be able to get it open with enough force.
Geez, try not to wreck the place.
No reason for alarm. I just needed to get this locker open. There was a piece of paper in one of the inner pockets. The note looks like it was written by a woman. It reads, "Hi, Doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses." A pair of large boots. I already searched. Do you know who wrote this note to Carl?
Afraid not. I don't recognize the handwriting.
I found this in Carl's coat. What do you make of it?
Not sure. But it's a bit strange that the person who wrote this couldn't just tell him face to face.
Maybe they didn't want to risk being seen together, or the note's author needed to leave in a hurry.
Yeah, could be.
Not yet. I think there's more to find. A few more questions, if I may? That's enough.
Okay.
I think I'm almost done here. I should just talk to Gabriel before. Hey, I think I'm done here.
Oh, okay. Mind sharing your findings?
It seems like the murder could be tied to a secret relationship Carl had with a woman. But I'm leaving all options open.
Sounds reasonable. Do you have a lead to follow up on?
Yes, I have reason to believe that Carl recently passed through an area with saffron plants somewhere in Nordsund. Maybe I can correlate that with Carl's movements to the north of town when seeing that woman.
Good. Meanwhile, we'll transport the body to the morgue and have an autopsy performed as soon as possible. Do you want us to keep the area sealed off?
No need. I'm done here and won't come back. You can let the men get back to work.
Very well. I'll let them know.
By the way, how do I get to the police station from here?
Just head straight east outside. You'll see it.
Got it. See you later. What's happening here?
Bit of an electrical problem with some fallen power lines. It's being taken care of, but it'll be a while.
So I can't enter the museum?
Well, you can, but only if electrocution is something you enjoy during working hours.
What caused it? Did someone mess up, or was there some kind of environmental damage?
Oh, we've had a windy week. An old tree fell down and ripped down a major power line. It's in a tricky spot, and due to how the grid is built up, I can't cut the power safely without affecting half the town.
Sounds like a flawed design. Is that typical for electrical grids these days?
Not really. This power grid is quite old, constructed shortly after the collapse. That meant they had to improvise. They couldn't just clone existing power systems at the time, since those were reliant on service robots with negligible safety concerns. So yeah, now I'm paying the price. The whole thing is riddled with hacks and workarounds, each one more dangerous than the next.
I see. I don't envy such a hazardous work environment. How long will it take you to fix?
Hard to say, but it should be done by tomorrow morning.
All right, thanks. Hello, Deputy. What are you guarding?
The residence of the first murder victim. The commissary told me to direct you to his office before going upstairs.
I see. I'll go find him and come back later then.
Sounds good, Agent.
Doesn't look like I can enter. Looks like an old hovercraft. I don't need to go down to the ground right now. All right, so this is the town square. That building with the emblem must be the police station. Robot? Drilling machine? Space rocket? I have no idea, honestly. Looks like it's filled with different kinds of spare parts. Looks like an old filing cabinet. Not sure what it's used for. Various handbooks for the typical day-to-day stuff. I think they deliver groceries through there. A neat stack of plates. Matching cutlery is nowhere to be seen. A few identical coffee cups. They don't look quite as clean as they should be. 3 plastic trays. Good number.
Weekend's coming up. Great, huh?
Looks like you've got a head start.
All shoes repaired, all coats patched up. That's when you call it a day. Finish your work fast and you get the best food rations. Oldest trick in the book.
I get it. Well, enjoy your time off.
Gotta rest my mind, stranger. Have a long weekend shift ahead of me.
No problem. Enjoy. Looks a bit overgrown. Could use some trimming. Old Norse runes. A local custom, perhaps? Haven't seen them in any other settlements in the area. Great view from up here. Hey, I'm Vera Englund, Special Agent.
Oh, I heard about you. I'm Rolf,
A plant master?
a foreman of sorts. I oversee a team of gardeners who tend to our shared
Got it. I have a few questions.
Sure, go right.
What do you know about the murder of Carl?
Almost nothing. I just heard half an hour ago.
Do you happen to know where saffron is grown in Nordsund?
Perhaps. What would this gentleman have to gain from that piece of information?
This behavior suggests that you are a hustler, one with scruples and low supply. Cooperating would make sure your business is left alone.
Read you loud and clear, officer.
It's agent, or special agent, not officer. That's a police rank.
Whatever you say, agent. Now, two places come to mind. The greenhouses to the south, and a few crops near Mimir Road.
Mimir Road, where's that?
North of the town square. Look for two large farming robots standing around.
All right, got it. Okay, that's all I need.
Alrighty.
Nice and shiny. I can even see my reflection in it. I don't have any business in...
I'm surprised the Bureau got their thumb out of their ass. It's not like they could find Nordson on a map.
I, for one, am grateful for their help. From what I hear, the person they sent is young, but quite capable.
Optimistic as always, eh, Kurt? I guess we'll see. Agent Anglin, we've been expecting you.
Councilwoman, I was told you'd be my bureau contact here.
That's correct. I'm Stina Ruth, and this here is Kurt Anderson, police commissary.
Welcome, Agent. Enjoy your trip to the middle of nowhere?
It was a bit bumpy, and way longer than I expected.
Yeah, that train has seen better days. You'll find your luggage in your quarters, just through the door behind me.
Thanks. I'll check it out later.
So, you were probably confused as hell when we sent you straight to a crime scene, right?
Kind of. I thought I was supposed to investigate a murder from last week.
You were, but unfortunately a second killing required your urgent attention. I assume there are some Bureau procedures before I brief Agent England about the situation?
Yes. Why don't you head to your office, and I'll send this youngling on her merry way when we're done.
Very well. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. I'm a bit confused here. Who do I report to?
Only to me as overseer of this district. The local police are at your disposal since they're legally required to aid you in the investigation.
Got it. How would you like me to share my findings with you?
Face to face, in the evenings. The balcony inside the local canteen is a good place to meet.
Okay. I think I have what I need then. I'll go talk to the commissary.
Good. We'll catch up later. Oh, but I have to ask. Tell me, how was it for you?
What do you mean?
Come on, you know what I'm talking about. We've both done it.
Oh, you mean the augmentation, the nanofluid injection.
Sticking to the boring scientific terms, are we? Back in my time, we used to just call it taking the blue. Come on, let this old lady live a little. Tell me, how was your first kiss with the blue?
A sense of enlightenment and acute awareness washed over me. A crystal clear lucidity I had never felt before.
I remember that moment like it was yesterday. What I wouldn't give to feel like that again. No side effects, I hope? We wouldn't want you to get compromised in dangerous situations.
Not yet, but I know what to look out. Mild hallucinations, nightmares, burning sensations in the limbs, the occasional migraine. Things like that.
Yeah, that covers the usual suspects. All right, I think you're good to go then. We shouldn't keep the commissary waiting.
It's a map of Nordsund. Looks like the center of the disk is hollow. Curious. Ah, damn good coffee. A thermos, presumably filled with coffee. Low maintenance. My kind of plant. Looks purely decorative. There's the bottle of molding resin here. Might be useful. Nice big lemon. Small miracle to see it grow to that size under these conditions. No, I'm not tired. Maybe later. I'm not that hungry. Doesn't appear to be functional. There's not even a switch or anything.
All right, Agent. Would you like me to brief you about the first murder?
Yes, please.
Maya Strand, 41 years old, the caretaker of the Nordsund Museum. She was found by the janitor on the floor near the exhibits early last Wednesday. Just like Carl, she was stabbed. No witnesses, no evidence. Killer practically a ghost. No signs of a forced entry, so either the entrance was open or she let him in herself.
What about her residence? Anything out of the ordinary in there?
Nothing, as far as we could tell. But we left the place as we found it if you want to have a look. She lived upstairs from the museum.
Noted. The crime scene is no longer intact, though, correct?
Afraid so. The museum is important to Nordsund, so we had the place cleaned out pretty quickly.
Exactly what kind of power does Town Hall have over the Nordsund police?
Well, there's the elected mayor, Marianne Holst, and the town council with 5 members. Technically, they can't interfere with our work, but they do allocate resources to the police department, so I try to appease them where I can.
So they can't fire you if they disagree with your methods?
No, I'm independently elected, but they certainly have ways of making my life a living hell if they really want to.
Got it. Thanks for the info. One more thing. I'd like to see Maya's body, if that's possible.
Of course. We brought it out of the freezer this morning. You'll find it in the morgue, over at the clinic. Dr. Persson, our physician, is awaiting your arrival.
Good. I'll head there when we're done. I'm looking for a young woman connected to the second victim, Carl.
All right. What do you know about her?
All I have is a picture of her that I found on Carl, but it's damaged and her face can't be clearly seen.
Tricky. If you had any kind of personal information, like an address, you could look her up in our records. They're in the drawers behind me.
Noted. I'll get back to you about this if I learn more. Did you know Carl Oscarson?
I wouldn't say so. He and my son were playmates as children, but they grew apart in their teens. Haven't talked to Carl myself for...
What do you think of...
My nephew is a fine officer. He's a law and order kind of person. Stern.
Oh, law enforcement runs in the family.
I wish, but so far Gabriel and I are the only ones. I've been trying to get my son to do... All he cares about is girls and fishing. Suppose it could be worse. At least he brings home a fresh trout every now.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Me? Oh, I've been doing this job for 15 years now. I took over when the previous commissary... I'm married with 3 children. Anita, my youngest, is off studying science in the city now. We're counting the days to Christmas when she comes back to visit.
What's your opinion on Stina Ruth?
I respect her. She's a competent politician. She gets things done. Unlike some of the other people on the... Sure, she has a temper, and she's not the most tactful person, but she calls out bullshit when she sees it. When I'm right, she has my back, and when I'm wrong, she won't let me revel in my sweet ignorance for long.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not at all. Museums aren't my cup of tea. I prefer to not dwell on the past.
What do you know about the murder in the locker room over at the workshop hall?
Not much. As you know, the murder happened shortly before you arrived, so I'm leaving the matter in your capable hands.
That's all I need.
Very well.
Looks like a logbook. Maybe Anderson records his daily work there. Just lots of case files. The window offers a view over a street that connects to the town square. A collection of what seems to be both fiction and books on law and social sciences. If that's all Anderson's, he's quite well read. The drawer is labeled Address Records. These should come in handy. I'll be able to match a name to an address. Let's have a look. I don't need to look that up. I don't need to. Yeah, this just confirms what Anderson told me. I don't think... Not a small local greenhouse. A typical site in Nordson, it seems. I guess Anderson has a colleague. I'm guessing those contain patient files and such. Healthy-looking plant. An old freight elevator of some kind, likely out of order. A list of admitted patients. I don't recognize it. It's a map of the clinic layout. Looks like the morgue is down the stairs, to the left of the front desk. Hi there.
Hello.
Thought I'd introduce myself, since I'll be coming here a lot. I'm Agent Englund.
Oh, nice to meet you. It's a relief to have you here. We're all shook by these recent killings. Sure, the doctor's excited, but even his morbid curiosity has limits, you know. After all, we mostly treat coughs and the occasional broken limb here.
I get it. I'll do my best to help.
Don't worry, Maya. You'll be put to rest soon. I know. Sorry about the delay. I was needed urgently out of town. Oh, hello there. Me and this old gal have been expecting you.
Talkative, is she?
Oh, no doubt. The dead have a lot to say, you know. Sometimes more so than the living.
Is that so?
The living are fickle and prone to deceit. Once dead, we can't hide things anymore. Not from me, at least.
That's why we need ways to tell what someone is hiding.
I suppose. Psychology isn't really my field of expertise.
That's fine. You can leave that part to me. Now, I'd like to ask...
Sure.
What can you tell me about yourself, Doctor?
Oh, me? I suppose I would qualify as a workaholic. Most of my time is spent here.
So how long have you been practicing medicine?
Must be...
Huh. And you're the only doctor in Nordsund?
Yes. But we have good relations with the other settlements. We collaborate and pool resources when necessary.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
No. When I heard he was murdered, I didn't even recognize his name. I had to check my records to realize, to be fair, I've had many patients. But he must have been cursed with one of those...
All right. Anything out of the ordinary in his medical history?
Sorry. Can't go into detail. Doctor-patient...
Keep it vague, then.
Well, okay. Let me put it this way. I doubt you'd learn much from his file.
Noted. What do you...
Your average policeman. I have no strong opinion about.
I'm looking for a young woman connected.
I can't help with that. I didn't know Carl on a...
What do you think of...
I think he does a fine job. He's been instrumental in making sure that I can work under such good conditions.
Yeah, this place is surprisingly well equipped. Definitely on par with our... What do you...
She can be quite an unpleasant woman. I can't say I've enjoyed my few interactions with her.
Did you know Maya...
Not really, but I enjoyed listening to the occasional lecture of hers at the museum. She had quite an intellect, that woman.
So she wasn't a patient of yours?
Oh, she was, but that's all confidential, so I can't...
I understand, but anything you can share would...
Well, during the autopsy I noticed that she was unusually worn and feeble for her age.
Okay, and what does that tell us?
For one thing, that she would have needed help with the more physically demanding tasks of the museum.
Got it. Any theory?
Not yet.
What are your conclusions?
Most obvious first. The cause of death is acute blood loss due to the multiple stab wounds to the chest and stomach, 2 of which were lethal. The murder weapon is a mid-sized blade, likely a knife of some kind. There are some defense wounds on her arms, so the victim likely tried to shield herself against her assailant. I couldn't recover any biological traces of the murderer. There's no blood on her that isn't hers, or any traces of skin under her nails. This makes me suspect that the killer likely wore protective clothing and gloves. The time of death was roughly 2300 hours last Tuesday, 5 days ago today.
That's enough questions for now.
Okie dokie. Oh, one last thing. I've been told that the second body is on its way here. If you come back later today, I should be able to tell you something about it.
All right. One last waiting room before the final embrace with the earth. I suppose that's where the doctor writes down his autopsy reports. Appears to be a small crematory. I think that's for collecting the ashes after a cremation. I'll wash my hands when I go to bed. Plenty of time still to get my hands dirty. Multiple stab wounds, sizes approximately the same as the other body. I'd say the MO looks similar to the other murder. This might be useful. Various medical supplies. Looks like no patient is admitted at the moment. I don't need any water. An old pre-collapse monitor, probably not connected to anything. Unused bandages. It's filled with cannulas, those little needle things used to connect an IV. I don't think I need one. A portable medical kit. Locked. All right, this is Mimir Road. Carl came through here recently. Replica of prospecting, surveying, and defense robot, courtesy of Nordson Museum. Replica of multi-purpose I'd say those are saffron crocuses. Not sure what those are. Doesn't look like tomatoes, at least. Lettuce, carrots, and something else. More runes. Seems to be a common thing in Nordsund. All right, got some clay. The boot prints lead up this set of stairs. I should head up and have a look. Oh, this floor sure looks squeaky clean.
It better. We spent all yesterday mopping it. We wiped all the doors.
Oh, just my luck.
Well, you fond of filth or something?
In this case, yes. Official police matter. Don't clean this hallway until further notice.
You don't want me to clean. That's a first.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
I'm Special Agent England, here to investigate the recent murders.
Okay, I'm Sven, the caretaker of this apartment block here. What can I help you?
Do you recognize this young couple?
Oh, right, that fella.
You know him?
Yeah, I remember him. Most people just ignore me, but he always says hi.
How often would you say he was here?
At least on a weekly basis, but I work in many other buildings too, so it's hard to say.
Got it. What can you tell me about him?
Just this one thing. He came up to me and asked about the electricity in apartment 113. He wondered if it was possible to get more power.
Odd. Did he say what for?
No. I told him to take it up with the residential office. There are strict quotas. He said he would bring it up with the tenant, a friend of his.
Okay. Do you know anything about the tenant?
Nope. Discreet, whoever it is. No idea who lives there.
Understood. Where can I find apartment 113 exactly?
It's on this floor, just around the corner.
All right. Do you know his...
Nope, doesn't ring.
Do you know anything about the recent murder of a man?
Nope, as far as I know.
What about frequent visitor?
Maybe. Haven't heard the name Carl, but then again, I don't socialize with the tenants.
Do you know anything about...
Nothing but common knowledge. A shame what happened to Maya, though. She always seemed like a harmless lady to me. Can't imagine.
What can you tell me?
We were acquaintances. I'd been helping her with repairs in the museum every now and then.
Okay. When was the last time you saw her?
A few weeks ago. I was supposed to fix a showcase for her.
Yeah?
I saw her enter the museum from afar, but when I followed her inside, I couldn't find her. So I left the building, and then she came out the same way I did, acting all surprised, saying she'd been in there the whole time.
Strange. Do you know...
Yeah, everybody knows Doc Pearson. Kind of bookish, but I like his sense of humor. Dark and twisted. Seems to take his job seriously. A bit on the strict side, maybe. But hey, cops. Now, I myself never had a run-in with the law, so that's,
What?
He's all right. A diplomat, I've heard. Believes in...
Do you know what...
She doesn't mince her words, that one. Some people take an issue with that, but I think it's refreshing. I heard she used to be a Central Bureau agent. Apparently she got her position here as some kind of retirement package.
Thanks.
Alrighty.
Nothing. Guess no one's home. Locked. The door looks reinforced. My strength won't be enough. No point. It's... Some kind of code lock. That's not the right entrance. I don't think I need to go further north. An anatomically correct gentleman. Volter's Robot Emporium. Nice, soothing sounds. Nice spot there next to the wind chimes, but I don't feel like sitting down.
A need, a guilty pleasure, something frightening.
Excuse me.
Humor me. I need some inspiration for my...
Oh, I get it.
A need, a guilty pleasure.
Order. Sorting my notes. Chaos.
Thank you.
So, you have a poem for...
I'll need some time. Come find...
Howdy, Pilgrim, and welcome to Volter's Bot Emporium. Novelty bionics, pet androids, robotic companions, we...
Hi there. I'm Special Agent...
Ooh, here to solve the murders, right? What? Did Pop spill some...
For crying out loud, Nissa, just...
Oh, girl.
Oh, no. Fine.
That's a gu... I'm fully...
This is inappropriate behavior, citizen. I have some questions about the recent murders.
Sure thing, officer. Just keep in mind that all of these are just harmless automatons. There's no real CPUs or nothing around here.
I'm not here to report illicit technology. I'm just interested in the killings.
All right, then shoot. Ask away.
So, what can you tell me about yourself?
Me? Oh, well...
A crazy old fart with...
What I am is a tinker. I cherish building them. I adore putting them on display.
I've noticed. So how long have you been building robots?
Ever since I was a boy. I grew up over at the junkyard. The place was cramped with old discarded robots. I didn't have many friends, you see. So, I decided to befriend these machines instead.
Did you know
Yeah, friendly guy. Came here buying spare parts every now.
Spare part?
All sorts. Filters, tubes, nuts and bolts, various...
Any idea of what the parts were for?
Couldn't say, but I'm pretty sure whatever it was, it had fluid in it. Maybe a water filtering system, a pump, something like that.
All those parts laying around, but do I ever get a working left arm, Pops?
I could replace Mr. Limpy with a water gun if you prefer.
Man, soon you'll even let the...
With a water gun for an arm, at least you could spray yourself clean afterwards.
What's your
He's an asshole!
Nissa thinks that guy is Robo...
Do you know who lives at 130?
Nope.
What's...
Seems like a reasonable man to me. But then...
Yeah, right.
Hush, boy.
What?
A politician? Me and those kinds of people...
Did you know my...
Yep, I work with her from time to time. Some of my handiwork can be seen in her...
Ah, they got some robots in there.
Yeah, I assembled them from parts I found in the junkyard. Or the bot cemetery, as I like to call it. Sometimes I feel more like...
Got it. So, do you have any idea who...
Ooh!
No, Nissa, it wasn't the big war robot in the...
Why not? That thing is huge! It could easily rip people to pieces! Or buildings.
I know because I built it, Nissa. It's totally harmless.
I don't buy it, Pops. It's got red eyes. That's a telltale sign of a bot turned evil.
What I wanted to say was that Maya could be a little odd, but I have no reason to believe anyone would want to kill her.
Pop's calling others odd. Now that's a joke that requires no punchline.
Walter, try to focus on the subject matter, please. What do you think of Dr. Pearson?
Quirky guy, but
Oh, yeah?
usually by playing doctor and patient with Nissa. It helps calm down.
Huh. I'm off.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Is the big guy in the back your mascot or something?
You mean Ufa? Nah, he's more of a...
What's up with
What do you mean? You think it's too big?
the robot head on the table?
Oh, yeah, it keeps coming off.
What is that tube-looking robot?
That's no robot.
Not everything with lights on is a robot, you...
Guess that belongs... What did people use the crab for?
Once upon a time, this was the most popular kitchen model. This fella could take care of any food-related, except the handling of shellfish, obviously. Even robots have more...
What does this little guy do?
Clean. Like a...
He doesn't look very mean.
Looks can be deceiving. He's nothing but vicious towards stains.
Cute little robot. Looks like an apartment building. All right, Maya's place. Let's see if I can find any clues in here. Nice collection of mushrooms. Looks like the edible kind. Looks like a hard and uncomfortable chair. Wouldn't risk falling asleep on the job in that one. Some old pre-collapse gadgets, probably for the museum. Some kind of airtight container. It's labeled nutrients. It's a sketch of a museum exhibition of some kind. It's titled Path of the Pilgrim. I have no clue what this thing does, but it looks like it could have something to do. Doesn't appear to have power. Just as well. I wouldn't know how to make heads or tails of it anyway. A trophy in the shape of a robotic arm with a plaque. Winner of the 2041 Annual Nordstrom Awards, Sebastian Strand. An old relative of Maya's. Looks like various plant samples. This crude bed looks regularly used. Not sure what kind of plants those are. Maybe medicinal? Doesn't look like vegetables anymore. Doesn't look like a... I don't... Sounds like a class is in progress.
But what happens if you do it anyway?
Then policemen or women will come and arrest you.
Whoa. Harsh.
It's the law. We mustn't make things that can think for themselves.
But my parents created me, and I can think for myself. Did they break the law?
You make a good point, Alicia, but that's quite different.
Different how? I don't get why it's more dangerous to create a thinking machine than a thinking person.
You think too much, Allie.
No, that's good. You should always ask questions like these.
I don't have any business. Nice and thick. I can easily shape it with my hands. A bottle of molding resin. I can use this to cast different shapes. It might also work as a glue. Hello again, Gabe.
Hey there. I should let you know Carl's body has arrived, and our coroner is waiting for you in the morgue.
Noted. I'll go and have a look shortly.
Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
What do you know about the...
I was first at the scene. Poor woman. Looked like she had regained consciousness after some time and tried to crawl to the door.
Sounds horrific. I've got a locked door that I need to get through. Is there a locksmith around?
We have a guy for that sort of thing, but I think he's out of town.
Alright, I'm trying to find the tenant of apartment 113 on Mimir Road.
There are address records in the
Okay. What do you think?
I have opinions about how he does things, but I keep those to myself. I respect the chain.
What do you think?
The commissary is the only one at the station who has any regular, but my impression of her is good. She seems like a straight-up woman. Speaks her mind.
Did you know?
Not really. I knew of her, sure. Most people in Nordson do, because of her importance to the museum. I hardly ever even saw her around, though. From what I hear, she was a bit of a recluse.
What's your...
Do you mean professionally?
Is there a difference?
I think he's a great
But?
Between you and me, he kind of rubs me the wrong way. All that fancy talk and those morbid jokes. It's almost like the recent deaths have cheered him up. But as I said, he does his job well.
I understand. What do you think of Walter?
Oh, he's great. My little brother loves him to death.
Yeah? He's popular with the kids?
You have no idea. He's quite the entertainer with that little robot of his.
All right, I'm off.
Good luck out there.
Katarina Berg. Born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years. I copied the information onto a loose page from my notebook. I had a few...
By all.
I've got...
There is, but he's out of town until...
Not really. Do you know who Katarina Berg is?
Sorry,
What do you...
Oh, he's a fine man. Sure, a bit eccentric. Did my knee way back. Good as new.
What do you think of Walter?
He may be a little strange, that man, but he has a heart of gold. Nordson wouldn't be this...
That's all I know.
Very well.
Hello?
Hey.
Do you know?
Doesn't sound familiar.
All right.
Good luck.
Unmanned. Makes sense with no people in here. Probably for opening the cells. I don't need to mess with that. Empty. Empty. I already examined the body at the crime scene.
Shoot.
Do you know who...
I don't...
What?
Oh, Nissa, his little robot, is an amazing tool. First, the child helps me treat Nissa, and afterwards, seeing the whole process in a safe and playful space makes them much more at ease.
So there's this locked door that I'm trying to get...
Unless this door needs medical attention, I'd suggest ask...
What are your conclusions?
Just like the previous case, the cause of death is blood loss due to sharp force trauma to the upper body. The murder weapon looks similar to the one used on the previous victim. The victim has a bruised chest, likely from the impact of a hard fall to the floor. And this makes me believe that Carl was attacked from the front and fell to the ground, twisting as he fell. The killer then continued this brutal onslaught from behind to finish the job. Contrary to the previous case, I couldn't find any defense wounds on the victim. The killer would have to be both strong and fast to overpower Carl like that before he could react and call for help. It's certainly not impossible, but I think it's unlikely that a woman could pull that off without considerable training. This leads me to believe that the person we are looking for is likely an adult male in good physical shape. The time of death was sometime late last night, around 10 to 12 hours ago.
All right. Now that you've seen both bodies, do you have a theory?
I think it's very likely that a single perpetrator is responsible for both killings. The MO is the same, and the murder weapons share close similarities. Both murders were premeditated. The killer came well prepared with the clear goal of killing each victim. The lack of struggle during the second attack could be an indication that the murderer learned from their mistakes during the first assault.
Okay. Thanks for your input.
Think nothing of it.
What are your conclusions about Maya's...
Most obvious first. The cause of death is acute blood loss due to the murder weapon.
Not at the moment.
Oh, I couldn't recover any biological traces of the murderer. There's no blood on her that isn't. This makes me suspect that the killer likely wore protective clothing, and the time of death was roughly.
That's enough.
Okie doke.
Katerina Berg, born February 2nd, 56 AR. Nice and thick. Hi, doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses. Somebody must be able to help me get through that door. No, I'll leave her to her job. No need to go back in there. He's... Hi again.
Hey there.
Do you know who Katerina...
Katerina Berg.
I'm off. See you later.
Take care.
Hey.
Yeah?
Do you know who...
Sounds familiar. That could be someone who lives here, but I'm not...
What's...
Funny guy. Yeah, I see him regularly at my work, and he always finds a new way to...
I need to get inside apartment...
Sure, you can borrow this master key. Don't leave with it, though. I'll need it later.
Okay. Thanks.
Alrighty.
It's the master key I was given to act... Huh. Still won't open. The code lock must be blocking the... Hey.
Yeah?
Hey, I used the master key and some kind of electronic code lock on the side.
That's weird. Those pre-collapse gizmos are supposed to be disconnected. Surprised they even work.
Wait, so the occupant turned it on without telling you?
I guess so, yeah. They must have some technical expertise. I don't even know how those things work myself.
Can't you force it open? Disconnect it, use an override code, or...
No way. Those things go way over my head. I'd say your best bet is cracking the code.
Thanks.
Alrighty.
Katarina Berg, born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years. Katarina Berg, born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years. Katarina Berg, born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which... Hi, doofus.
Hey, please don't leave with my...
Right, so... Here's your key back.
All right, good.
I don't think I need... Hello?
Hey.
All right.
Good luck out there.
No, this note is just... no. I found this in Carl's coat.
Not sure. But it's a bit...
Maybe they...
Yeah.
No, I had a...
My own.
That's all...
Very...
I don't have any... I don't... I don't... No need... Doesn't... It's a sketch of a... I don't see... That action doesn't seem pretty... Katarina Berg, born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years. Katarina... That I'm sure I have everything I need for the door code. I just need to figure out the exact numbers. Hi, Doofus. Katarina Berg. Born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years. Wow, a code and a fingerprint? These people have absurd safety concerns. Still won't open. Hey.
Yeah?
Yeah. I figured out the code. But now the electronic locks.
You need to find the tenant then, or another person they may have given access to.
Yeah, I guess so. Thanks.
Alrighty.
Nice and thick. That action doesn't seem. Looks like it's waiting for a fingerprint input. Can't use. I had.
Shoot.
That's enough.
Okay.
A razor sharp.
Hey, what do you?
I just need to borrow a finger.
I'll borrow a finger. Are you hearing yourself? That's against all protocols. The body belongs to Carl's next of kin.
I had some more.
Shoot.
That's enough questions for now.
Okie dokie.
I had some.
Shoot.
What are your
most obvious murder?
A razor sharp.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't recover any. This makes me the time of death.
That's enough questions.
Okay.
A little piece of Carl I brought with me. A little piece. Wow, how on earth did they manage to assemble all of this undetected? This is highly illegal. I'll have to report it as soon as I finish the murder investigation. Looks like someone is expecting. There's a letter here. Hey, Kata. Or should I use your new alias? It's pretty ironic, since you're the least prudent person I know. JK. Anyhow, I'm sitting here alone, and it all feels so surreal. It's hard to believe that it won't be long now before we can let her out. She's ours, but not really. She truly belongs to the world. Bigger than the both of us, greater than the sum of our parts. Yeah, I can hear you saying, enough with the melancholy, Carl. We're so close now, we should be ecstatic. Anyway, I'm leaving this letter because I'm going away for a couple of weeks. My father passed away. I just got word and, well, I need to deal with things in the village. I'll be okay. We'll talk as soon as I get back. Love, Carl. The letter is dated about a month ago. Big enough for 2 people. Looks like something is missing here. Oh, just my luck. Like getting in here wasn't hard enough. I need more to go on before I can try guessing the password. Some kind of live output of technical information. There's a valve on this pipe here, labeled O2. Not... Some kind of large tank. Looks like it opens. I wonder what's inside. I need more to go on before I can try. I don't think I... Hello.
Hey.
All right.
Good luck out there.
He's busy composing his verse. Some kind... some old... looks like... doesn't appear to have power. Just as well. I wouldn't know how to make heads or... I have no... Some kind of airtight container. It's a sketch of a museum exhibition. Oddly dense cluster of prints on the corner of this panel here. A hidden safe. Locked, unfortunately, but there's the keyhole. It's a fit. Huh. Since this key was hidden by Carl, it looks like we have a clear connection between the two victims. Let's have a look. A few bags of rare seeds, a bar of platinum, some coins, and the book looks important. I'll take it. Maya must have hidden it here for a good reason. The title is The Conduit Codex. Now, wait a minute, this can't be the Conduit, can it? Those crazy zealots trying to resurrect AI? I think this case just got a lot more complicated. There was a written piece of paper used as a bookmark. I put it aside. Let's have a look in the book. This was used as a bookmark in the book I found in Maya's safe. It reads, Consul PW, think new Katerina. This was used, it reads, Consul PW. It's alright. Hey, Kata. Or should I use your new alias? It's pretty ironic, since you're the least prudent person I know. JK. Anyhow, it's big. Yeah, anyway, I'll be okay. My God. A live baby in a womb tank. What on earth are these people doing? A live baby in a... I'm not sure how I feel about this. What the...
It's not too late. There'd be sacrifices, but it'd be worth it.
That was... They did warn me about the side effects. I hope that was just a brief glitch in my blue. I need to go and report these findings to Stina. But I should probably make sure the tank is stable first. I don't like that blinking red light over there. Ugh. All right, it's loose now. It won't turn any further. A live... It won't turn. It won't turn any. Alive. It won't. The heart rate looks good now. I'll keep the valve in this position. All right, seems stable. Looks still and serene. Agent England, reporting in.
Oh, there you are. How was your first day?
Well, it turns out that the second victim, Carl, was up to something. And whatever they were doing, I'm sure it's somehow connected to the killings.
Well, you got yourself one juicy case here. Those two lovebirds of yours just turned a double homicide into an anti-terrorism effort.
Shit, you're right. Do we need to call for backup?
Nah, you can always call in the local cops if anything big goes down.
I suppose. So how active is the Conduit these days anyway? From what I was taught at the Academy, they're practically a non-threat now.
Sure, we caught some of their head honchos, blew up a few strongholds, but it's hard to wipe out an ideology. All it takes is for a single book to remain in circulation, an idea to spring to life, and we're...
The relentless stance against those people always puzzled me. Aren't our Augs technically AI?
Sounds like someone slept through the lectures on nanoscale distributed processing networks.
I most certainly didn't. I just found it to be a bit of a gray area.
Well, your Augs do not use CPU cores for processing. They rely entirely on your existing neurons.
Right, and since the nanites essentially piggyback on my brain, they're classified as a procedural system.
You got it. Perfectly legal. Enough about that. Let's get back to the case.
Sure. I found a functional womb tank in the apartment at Mimir Road. It had a living unborn child inside.
Oh. Artificial wombs are highly illegal. I'll have to notify our superiors.
There's more, Councilwoman. The tank fluid had traces of blue.
Really? Now, how the hell did they get that? Any concentrated vials?
Not that I could see.
Be on the lookout. They might have a stash somewhere.
I will. I wonder how the child fits into their agenda.
Good question, ain't it? Want to hazard a guess?
It's gotta be some kind of experiment, right?
Bingo. These people are fanatics. That's what they do.
So what will happen to the child then?
That's not for you to worry about. I'll get word to the city, and they'll send someone within a week or so. Meanwhile, I'll have the apartment put under surveillance. I'll get someone discreet, in case the Lady of the Hour returns.
Understood.
So, what are your thoughts on the killer?
If we are indeed dealing with the conduit, perhaps they had internal disagreements. Turned bloody.
Could be. Either way, finding this gal who was hot and heavy with Carl should be your next task.
Agreed. I'll do my best to track her down tomorrow.
Good.
We already talked.
Hey, pretty girl. Time to wake up.
Huh? Who's that?
It's me, silly. Who else? Were you expecting other men in your bedroom?
Oh, Alex. I had the strangest dream. I was on a murder case far away. In Nordsund, of all places.
Ooh, exciting. Was I there too?
No. You were gone. I didn't care much for that part.
Well, I'm here now. I thought I'd check on how you're doing.
Oh, you know me. Always trying to figure things out.
Ain't that the truth? Sorry for waking you. I just needed to hear your voice.
That's all right. I'm gonna go back to sleep now. Good night, Alex.
Good night, Vera.
And I thought dreaming of Alex was a thing of the past. Might as well get rid of some of that clutter from yesterday. No point in carrying all that junk around. Ugh, my head. Something is happening. Whoa. My eyes feel great. Everything looks so sharp and clear.
Agent England. Good, you're up.
Morning, gentlemen.
We were just going to see if you were awake. There's been a freak accident of sorts.
It's probably best for you to see for yourself. The timing is quite suspicious, given the recent murders.
All right. Who is the victim?
Lennart Dahl, the head of our new recycling center. He was killed sometime during the night.
In a most gruesome manner, too. Gabriel will accompany.
Very well. Let's be on our way then.
Oh, but before you go, Agent, Did you cut up one of the murder victims? Dr. Pearson is quite upset with you.
Give me a break. I'm trying to solve a double homicide. Dr. Pearson clearly likes his corpses way too much.
Sorry, sir, but it's kind of true.
Just keep that kind of funny business to a minimum. I have a hard time explaining your presence in town as it is.
I'll show restraint in the future, Commissary. Let's go, Gabriel.
Here we are. Have a look around. The man standing over there is our witness.
Got it. I'll let you know if I need any help.
Understood.
Guess that's the intake for materials to be recycled. I shouldn't mess around with that before I've talked to the witness. A few crates of different sizes, maybe for transporting some of the recycled materials. About half filled with God knows what. Pretty stinky. This conveyor belt sends metal objects down into the smelter.
Thank God you're here. Len.
Slow down, relax. You're safe. We're here to help.
Okay. The big organics processor. I woke up late last night, heard it fire up. I live next door, so I got dressed and walked in. Leonard wasn't around, so I turned all the machines off. I went to look for him in his living quarters, but he wasn't there. I figured he was still out late with some of the guys and that the machines had sprung to life on their own. I went back to bed and slept through the night. Didn't hear anything else. When I came back this morning to work just half an hour ago, Leonard was still gone. He's usually up and about way before my shift start. I did a routine check of the organics processor and that's when I noticed his...
The victim is inside?
Yes.
Could it have been an accident?
I don't know. God, I can't get...
Please, try to calm down. Could it have been an
It could, well, maybe he fell down in the pipe, and was torn to shreds. Oh, God, poor Len...
It's no use. He's... Mostly history books and some... This is probably where Leonard handled all of the paperwork. Leonard's bed. Nothing out of the ordinary. A control panel for this machine. This says the machine works by grinding down organics into smaller chunks, and then burning them to create biogas. The control panel here can be used to retract the grinding gears and access the chamber, but the system waits for the latest batch to be incinerated first. These must provide power for the machine. Not sure which cable leads to what. If I do that, the incinerator activates, and it might destroy the remains. I'll need to figure out something else. Looks like the human remains are trapped behind the grinding gears. I don't think they can be moved manually. Looks like the human remains. Post-mortem. This clearly wasn't an accident then. It was a disposal of a murder victim. I should try to get access to the remains behind the grinder. I have some more.
Okay.
How does the organics processor work?
No, don't make me think about that.
A control panel for this machine. If I do that, the incinerator activates, and it might destroy the remains. These must provide power for the machine. I have some more questions.
Okay.
So, tell me what you know about Leonard.
He was my supervisor. I've been working for him for about a year now.
Do you know anything about his private life?
He was kind of a quiet guy. He was strong as a horse. Fond of books, too.
He liked books? What kinds?
I don't know, all sorts. Maybe go check his room or something. I really didn't know him that well.
Okay, that's all I need.
All right.
I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I don't see anything. This thing is used to transport metals to the smelter. A control panel for this machine. All right. Looks like these are the materials last put into the smelter. Various tools and lots of knives headed for recycling. No need to do that again. This thing is used. Various.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Sure, I could. I don't think extra. I don't think. These must provide power for them. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Over time, the blue in my system, the exact... Looks like the... I don't see any... I don't see any... No reason to show him my sidearm. I should examine the remains first.
Yes, ma'am?
Do you know who Katarina Berg is? She may also go by the name Melinda.
I don't know about Katarina, but Melinda? That's the name of the school teacher, I think. At least that's what I heard the kids call her outside.
Are you absolutely sure?
Positive. As far as I know, she's the only Melinda in Nordsund.
That's excellent news. If you see her, take her into custody immediately, and let your colleagues know to be on the lookout too.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you know about Leonard?
Nothing really.
What do you know about
Not a lot.
What do you know about the conduit?
It's some fringe religious group, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Are they tied to the case?
Sort of, but I'm still trying to figure out the...
Understood. I'll let you know if I...
So, it looks...
Seems so, yeah. We have to catch this psycho before he strikes again.
Agreed. Do you know how...
No idea, but there's some kind of label on it near the switches. Maybe...
Okay.
Roger that.
I should examine the remains first. Guess that's the intake for materials. I don't see anything... I have...
Okay.
I should focus on things related... Okay.
All right.
This is... I don't see any... I don't see anything out of the ordinary. No DNA or prints. So this knife must have been thoroughly cleaned. Got the knife. I don't see... Over time, they'll be exact... I don't... I don't see... I don't... That looks like the ignition mechanism. I can see the yellow cable powering it. I tried pulling it loose, but it... Okay, the yellow cable is disconnected now. I think that retracted the grinding gears. There was a small key among the remains. It must have been in the victim's pocket. Ugh, this is quite a mess. I'm not equipped to deal with this. I'll have to ask Dr. Pearson to come here and gather the body parts. Hey, Gabriel.
Yeah?
I've managed to secure the body. You're free to leave and get back to your other duties. The remains are in quite bad shape, so I think it's best if Dr. Pearson...
Roger that, ma'am. I think the doctor has some medical emergency this morning, but he should be able to take care of it today or tomorrow.
Good. Tell him to bring it all to the morgue.
Will do. I'll go find him right away.
Can I leave too? I really need...
I suppose. I'll call for you if I come up with any more questions. It's the key I found in the recycling center. Likely belonged to Leonard. The weapon that killed Carl and Maya. Likely Leonard, too.
Hi, honey.
No. Wait, what? It wasn't a dream? I must be going crazy. The blue is messing with my head.
That's one way to say hello. You doing okay there, darling?
Not really, Alex.
How can I help them? This is weird for me, too.
I have no idea. It's so strange seeing you like this.
Well, I'm here now. Maybe we should just try to make the best of it.
I guess so.
Great. So, how are you doing? Really?
Oh, you know, keeping it together somehow. I thought taking on this case would give me a chance to get away from everything.
I get that. We went through a lot.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Well, I'll let you get back to the case. Let's talk later, all right?
Okay. I must be losing my mind. A mural depicting some kind of abstract art. Hey there.
Hi. Whoa.
Oh, thanks. Got it a week ago.
Right on. You need to get some patches and stickers and shit for it too. Give it some personality.
I might just do that. So, you're some kind of artist.
Yeah? What do you think?
It's gotta be ball lightning, right?
Huh. That's an interesting take.
Not sure what happened here, but it looks like old damage. Somebody swept up the glass on the outside, but didn't bother with actually repairing the windows. Doesn't look functional. Maybe later. I don't feel an urge for a coffee break. I think that leads to a church of some kind. No reason. Some fairly advanced solar panels. Those alone should be capable of powering up several blocks. A light beacon, marking the northern edge of the town disk. The junk piles extend some half a mile into the empty eastern part of town. I doubt they're being added to, though. Nordson residents seem conscientious about recycling. There's that red light again. Something must be wrong. Oh, the tank is nearly out of nutrients. I should keep an eye out for a replacement canister. Looks like she's trying to fix something in this power box. Hi there. I see that there's been some progress with the fallen power line.
Yep, feel free to head in now.
Great. This facility has been deemed compliant with the Third Decree, 12th Amendment, on November 4th, 79 AR. Path of the Pilgrim. Kind of an odd name for an exhibition about the... It's hard to think that most people had several of these in their homes once upon a time. It shows various star constellations. Apparently the ones we plan to explore with some incredible new rocket engine that they were about to finish when the collapse happened. The collapse occurred on what we now refer to as Year Zero AR, and during this time, AI was involved intimately in every part of our lives. The typical family could not be sustained without it for more than a few weeks. A coalition of anti-technology, anti-globalist, and religious movements, referred to as the Human Wave, reached a critical mass due to a series of AI incidents across the globe. A growing fear of the singularity, mainly proposed by Voice for Human Progress, VFHP, was a contributing factor, as were proven hardware faults and widespread. On June 2nd, the Third Decree UN resolution was passed, declaring that all AI was scheduled to be discontinued over a course of 10 years. An observant reader may notice that this definition is different from the Third Decree we live by today, wherein CPUs are completely outlawed. This is because the Third Decree has been amended 12 times. However, the phasing out period for AI did not proceed as planned, and we now enter an era in which there are large holes in our history. But we do know that there was a massive worldwide blackout, rendering most computer chips and processors in the world unusable. Contemporary scholars have theorized about what exactly caused this sudden change. If it was a deliberate large-scale attack, an unintended consequence of the ongoing shutdowns, or if there could be natural causes, such as solar flares. The evidence is scarce, and the lack of global communication and infrastructure, not to mention the struggle for daily survival, has made truth-seeking in this matter extraordinarily difficult. Regardless, the end result was clear. From that day, the old world was no more. In the dark, we took our first stumbling steps as truly free humans, surrounded by our mountains of dead machines. Due to the Third Decree, AI today is practically non-existent outside sanctioned laboratory conditions. Fringe terrorist groups such as the Conduit and End Protocol, EP, still try to resurrect AI, but have been successfully fought and nearly wiped out by authorities. Critics of the nanosubstance Blue claim that despite it lacking CPUs, it is a form of intelligent neural network warranted to be included in the Third Decree. Defenders of Blue tend to cite the Fourth Amendment, where transhumanism efforts in the form of human augmentation are declared legal. However, the Fourth Amendment was written before the discovery of Blue, when primitive mechanical and cybernetic implants were the only options for human augmentation. The Human Wave was a loose affiliation of political and religious movements with the supreme goal of eradicating AI. It is widely considered to be the largest single cause of the collapse. Post-collapse, the movement continued its activities to some extent up to 4AR, but gradually lost its ability to maintain any larger operations due to the extensive deglobalization. Over time, the subgroups of the Human Wave splintered back into their original factions. Some, having accomplished their goals, ceased to exist. Others, like the Church of Epos, Earth Preservation Orthodox Society, were formed to find a new place in a post-collapse world. No idea what this is. Must have been some kind of local thing. I remember reading about some military experiment gone haywire in these parts. Maybe this is it. I'm pretty sure these were flown autonomously, and that some famous world leader got killed by hackers who took control of her vehicle. A terrorist group claimed responsibility, and there was a bloody civil war. I'm pretty sure these were flown autonomously, and that some Wow, this thing must have been fearsome back in the day. Looks like this is modeled from how the world looked pre-collapse. There's no crack caused by the Hyperloop failure, and the crater field is nowhere to be seen. Whoa. Wow, impressive lab. There's gotta be a whole bunch of third-degree infractions in this place. Maya must have conducted her secret illegal experiments here. An electronic headset of some kind. Looks turned off. Herbal tea. Maybe from Maya's garden upstairs. This computer must require some kind of hardware key. A wall filled with machines. A few different machines for working with audio. Looks like a big bucket filled with some kind of tubes. Dirty laundry, presumably Maya's. Seems like she made herself comfortable down here. This place was set up to be private. Makes sense, given the circumstances. Various tools for electronics and mechanical work. There were a couple of tapes here. It smells awful. This must have been here since Maya was killed. Equations of some kind. I can't make sense of them. Various technical drawings. Some of them look similar to the womb tank. A big buck. Good. I think this is what I need for the womb tank. That action doesn't seem... All right,
In a dream, I was summoned by the Aesir. I had been chosen to create a new god, and her name was Huldra. She would be conjured in my mind, and the creed, at long last, would become manifest. I awoke in tears, and this vision has stuck with me ever since.
This woman doesn't sound very sane.
An AI superintelligence would essentially be indistinguishable from a god. Infinite intelligence leads to infinite knowledge, and by extension, infinite power. Illness, suffering, even death itself could be turned into obsolete concepts. And what is a god, if not one who has reign over life and death?
Yeah, those are conduit ideas already. All right, red light gone. Must have done the trick. Looks like things are working out okay for you in there. Little, shrimp?
Huh. Shrimp?
Oh, shut up.
Makes you think, doesn't it? Seeing a baby like this?
Yeah. It reminds me of everything that happened before.
Same here. But you know, it's not too late.
It is for you, Alex.
It is?
Well, yeah. You're dead.
I am, but you're not. You still have time to make up for what we lost.
I was never mother material, Alex. I just tried to play the part because you needed it so badly.
I think part of me knew and didn't care. I'm sorry I pushed you too hard.
That's okay. It doesn't really matter now.
I guess not.
Painful memories. I should resume my search for Katerina. Looks like a few kids left some of their clothes here. Looks disconnected. Probably not worth the energy. Pictures of teachers and staff decorate the wall. Some are from way back when the school was founded. No names anywhere, though. There are a number of women here who could be Katerina, but it's hard to be sure without something specific to go on. I don't need to rummage through that. Plenty of outdoor activities planned for the children. Various books and office supplies. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I doubt Katerina would hide anything in here. Too exposed. I don't need to rummage through. I think the children grew these themselves. That's good. Gives them some practical skills. Drawings of different plants and trees, with close-ups of their nuts, leaves. Empty. Guess there are no classes today. Pictures of teachers and staff decorate. There are... Okay, let's see if I can find any similarities between any of these women. Oh, right here. Same brass necklace. This has got to be her. All right, I took the picture. Perhaps someone will recognize her. A photo of Katerina, dated a few months. Hi there,
Morning.
Yeah, have a nice night's sleep? Well, I sure didn't. This numbnut.
Hi, bro.
Oh.
Glad to hear it.
What do you think?
Lunatics.
I'm surprised to hear you say that, given what you do for a living.
Sure, I may seem like the kind of guy who would meddle with AI, but you have to remember that these are just puppets and dolls.
It's true. I'm not.
That's right, my lad. My family was almost wiped out in the collapse. I wouldn't betray their memory by supporting those.
I guess you heard.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, but man, people dropping dead left and right like this?
Do you know where I can find the school?
I'm not sure who that is.
Here, I found.
Oh, her. I sometimes spot her off the beaten path.
You do?
By the junk heap. Dunno what business she's got there, but I notice her sometimes. She thinks nobody sees her, all sneaky and quick. But I've got...
Perfect. Did you?
A little. He came by every now and then, buying things for the recycling center. We've been talking.
Yeah? Anything out of the ordinary about him?
I wouldn't say so. He was a quiet, nice guy. A real shame what happened to him.
I'm off.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Hey, you wanna go do something?
I'm tired. Let's just hang out.
You wouldn't be tired if you ate breakfast.
What are you, my dad? I feel sick in the morning. Shut up.
Whatever.
Hey, kids.
Hey.
Theo, that's the lady that Miss M...
Shut up.
Now, wait a minute. Alicia, is it? You know Miss M?
Of course we do, ma'am. We're kids.
Yeah, we just know her from...
Right. So you haven't seen Miss M around today?
Nope.
Well, I have a... So Katerina is your teacher, right?
Nuh-uh. Our teacher's name is Melinda, but she prefers Miss M.
You know, I need to find Miss M really badly. Do you know where she would go if she was ever in trouble?
We have no idea.
Do you know what happened?
My friend told me that somebody murdered him with a knife.
I bet you wouldn't say that if you saw it for real, Theo. You'd just be sad.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh? Just like when we found that dead bird.
Shut up!
Do you guys?
Yeah, he's a cop, but he doesn't have a gun like you.
Policemen should have guns. My dad has like 4 of them, and he's just a baker.
Hey, can I hold your gun?
In your dreams, kiddo. What do you...
He's okay, I guess. He came by the school once and talked about catching criminals.
Yeah, that was fun. It sucks that there's no women in our police station, though.
I noticed. But it's not like that in most places. In the city, it's almost 50-50.
Really? Do you think I could be in the police one day? Like you?
Sure, kid. Nothing's stopping you.
Ha! When I become a policewoman, I'll arrest you all the time, Theo.
Oh, dream on!
Do you know who Stina Ruth is?
Yeah, she works with my mom, the mayor. Stina is pretty cool. I like how she doesn't treat me like a kid.
I see. How does your mom like working with Stina?
I know they fight sometimes, but Mom says that's why she likes having Stina around. She doesn't like people who always agree.
Sounds like a good quality in a leader.
I guess.
So, did you guys
hang out? No way. She didn't really like kids.
She liked me sorta, but this one time, she got right.
Oh yeah?
I just wanted to try all her stupid stuff.
Alicia was like running around and pressing all the buttons. And Maya...
That sucked. I was just messing around and she started yelling at me.
Yeah, Maya used to be fun. When we were little, she'd talk about history and stuff.
Now she only talks to herself.
Not anymore.
Okay, what?
What do you...
He's kind of weird, but nice. Every time I see him, he teaches me something new about the human.
Yeah, he fixed my broken arm too.
Oh, seems to have healed up nicely. What happened?
It totally wasn't my fault. I liked climbing and went up my favorite path in the junk heap, but somebody had messed it up.
Ouch. Do you guys?
Yeah, he's the best. Nisa's my favorite. Mom.
Yeah.
Do you know
Who?
He was... Do you know...
Miss M told us in school. She almost cried. I could see tears in her eyes.
My mom was totally freaked out that day.
Yeah?
I don't know. Guess she had to talk to the police and stuff.
I doubt... Do you know what happened?
Did somebody get hurt? My mom said it wouldn't happen again. They would get help from the city to get the bad guy.
Yeah,
Wow, they sent a girl?
Stop it, Theo. You always say stupid things and get us in trouble.
That's all I need, kids.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
Old shipping containers, neatly stacked. They look fairly intact. Maybe this area used to be a loading dock and they precede the junk heap itself. Cute outfit. Must have taken forever to knit. Old pre-collapse cars, likely stripped of all usable parts at the... A refrigerator. I don't really feel like opening it. I'm surprised I haven't seen many bicycles around. Should be a good mode of transportation around Nordsund. A big old combustion engine exhaust. Old shipping containers.
Allie? Feeling rested yet?
Not really.
Allie? Feeling rested yet?
I don't see anything out. I don't see any. I don't see it. I don't. Let's see here. It's a map of a secret hideout of some kind. Looks like the entrance is hidden behind a fridge in the east junk pile, just past the tunnel.
Allie? Feeling rested yet?
Oh, there's some kind of switch under here. There we go. Can't get too close. That's really high voltage. I need to find someone who knows their way around electronics. It's a hefty pneumatic arm, used to push that refrigerator open. There's a sticker on the transformer it's connected to. I'll write it down. I don't see any. I can see a small sign near the end of the cable. It says 230 volts to 240 volts. I'll write it down. Hi again.
Hey there. Yeah.
Hey.
No way! He just happened to accidentally construct.
Don't mind him. Yeah.
Well, great. I need you to come with me to disconnect the power.
I'd love. Why don't you check with Lisa over by the museum? She can probably help you out.
The woman who was fixing that broken power.
Yeah.
All right. I'm off.
Take care.
Hey, there's an electrified fence in the junk heap. I'd like to disconnect it.
Oh, you should be able to do that from the power station just outside the entrance. Here, you can borrow this key to open the door.
Great, thanks.
Allie? Feeling rested yet? Not really.
That power cord seems to be connected to the metal gate. It doesn't look like it can be easily removed. Old cute outfit. A big I don't see how those things work together. Ah, good. It still displays the expected voltage. When I have the voltage I want, I should be able to simply turn the main breaker back on, and that voltage will be fed to the grid. think that's it. I should go check out the gate. It's...
Don't move. Oh. Wait, you're the... Fuck, I was expecting... Today...
Not right now. Whoa, easy. I just want to talk.
That's what they all say. Right before they stab you in the back. Our highly illegal womb tank is the only thing keeping her alive. And you're from the Bureau. We both know what you're gonna have to do.
I'll do only what's necessary. Where that line is drawn is entirely up to you, but it's not looking good.
Yep. Maybe I should draw the line right here. I'm sorry. I can't let you leave. All this better be worth it. Don't... Fuck.
It's not right. Not a... Whoa, You seem quite sure.
I'm seeing clearly. I'm sorry. All this better... Don't... Oh.
It's not... Whoa. Look.
You're just stalling. The killer is still out there and I have to stop him from hurting our...
I know how you feel.
You're just telling me what you think, but I must say, I admire your ability to stay collected in the face of death.
Surely you see that behaving like this is only making things worse for you.
Maybe, but it doesn't matter. As soon as I take my guard down, you'll shoot me without batting an eye.
I won't. Your little family has suffered enough. If it makes you feel safer, you can keep your gun, okay?
You better believe I'm keeping my gun.
Okay, that's fine. We don't have to go to the station. Let's just sit down and talk about this.
I must be the most stupid...
You won't regret this, Katerina. So, you believe that the killer is after you now?
I know he is. He got Maya and Carl. I'm next, obviously.
Let's not forget Leonard Dahl. He was butchered this morning.
Leonard? The recycling guy? Jesus, I had no idea. That's odd.
Odd how?
Because, actually, I have to give you the whole story for it to make sense. Carl and I wanted a child, but I can't. I have viable eggs, but there are other complications.
I understand your desperation. You took a calculated risk, and it had dire consequences.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So anyway, we came into contact with a woman called Maya Strand who claimed that she could help us have a baby. She'd built a replica of an old womb tank. Forbidden technology, of course.
I see. And what did she want in return?
Our help with some of her other shady experiments. The lady was somewhat frail. She couldn't handle much heavy labor. She eventually revealed that she was a self-proclaimed member of the Conduit. Probably figured we had too much to lose to turn her in. She was right.
Yes, I found the Conduit connection. Playing with fire.
Yeah, so Carl and I decided to play along until after the birth and then escape Nordsund as a family.
So you merely pretended to sympathize with Conduit beliefs, and then Maya was murdered.
Yes, EPOS did it, I'm sure. Those assholes must have found out.
EPOS. That rings a bell.
Earth Preservation Orthodox Society. Anti-tech group. You must have heard of them over at the Bureau. Used to be terrorist classified.
Oh yeah, I remember. So they have a church here in Nordsund?
Yep, near the old mall in Northtown. Big place. They get visitors from all over.
Why do you believe EPOS is responsible for the murders?
Who else? There's only one group still violently opposing the Conduit, and that is EPOS.
There's a hole in this murder theory, though. Leonard Dahl.
Oh, yeah. No idea how that guy fits into all this. Could be unrelated.
Unrelated is improbable, given the historically low murder rate of Nordsund.
I guess. Maybe those dimwit EPOS assassins thought he was one of us, or he got in their way for some other reason.
If all of this is true, why did you take a new name when you came to Nordsund?
It's a long story, but I left a life that was pretty ugly. I had to escape an abusive boyfriend. I needed a fresh start here in Nordsund. The nickname thing just happened. It felt natural, and then, well, I guess it stuck.
That doesn't explain why your relationship with Carl was kept a secret, though.
Carl and I happened really fast. It wasn't so much intentionally kept a secret, it just never became a public thing. When we started collaborating with Maya, we obviously had all the more reason to keep things quiet.
Well, I'm going to give all of this some thought and report to my superior. I'll be back later if I come up with more questions.
Okay, before you go, just the womb tank. The nutrients must be running low by now. Without replenishment, she could be hurt, even die.
You don't need to worry. I replaced the canister today. The baby was fine.
You have no idea how much that means to me. Thank you.
You're welcome. Looks pretty comfy for a place like this. A small desk with a layer of dust on it. You can never really have too much water stored up. A lightweight aluminum pot with some leftover beans inside. High-quality heater. One could get reasonably comfortable here in the winter. A bug-out bag, I'm guessing. A long-distance radio. It's connected to the roof, so I'm guessing there's an exterior antenna hidden among the junk. I'm gonna head out now. Don't go too far.
I won't. And thanks, Farah. You're not like most city cops I've dealt with.
You're welcome. Stay alert. The killer is still out there.
I'll be careful.
Agent England, right on time.
Councilwoman.
Oh, stop it. That word always makes me feel old.
All right then, Stina. I have some things to report.
Always straight to the point. You allergic to small talk yet?
Sorry. Been a long day. I just want it to be over.
Well, suck it up. I need to vent. Had an argument with a friend.
Yeah? What about?
Not important, but we ended up going our separate ways. Isn't it funny how quickly things can change?
I guess.
History, trust, respect. Poof. Gone.
Yeah, that's why we need to stay strong. For those moments when you've only got yourself to rely on.
Spoken like a true loner. I suppose I can somewhat relate.
So, I wanted to share something else. My augmentations grew stronger this morning. The blue is starting to adapt to my psychology.
Blossoming before my very eyes, are ya? Do tell. What new things can you do?
My vision is improving. I can see much better in darkness and zoom in on distant targets.
Excellent. Quality recon allows you to engage the bad guys on your own terms. So, how was this recent experience of yours? Quite a ride for a rookie such as yourself, am I right?
Kind of, yeah. Maybe you'd like to explain how it works, in depth?
Sure. As the lab coats over at the Bureau have shown time and time again, no one really knows how the hell blue works.
But that's only on a cellular level, right? We still have some data on the bottom line.
Yeah, but I mean, look at it like this. Lady Blue is your best friend. She knows what you want, what you need. A slow but deliberate beast. She grows stronger with time, but there's no lying to her, and there's no hiding from her. If you wish to destroy your enemies, she'll give you strength and speed. If you desire knowledge, she'll expand your mind and sharpen your senses. If you want to connect with others, she'll give you an aura of comfort, honesty, and trust. Simply put, Blue is pure liquid power. Now, let's hear your report. I've heard rumors about quite a grisly spectacle in the recycling center. Ebus, huh? Those guys are gonna be a pain to deal with. First, they're well armed. Second, they got pulled with City Hall. Our beloved mayor recently granted their church embassy status.
Wait, what? So they're out of my jurisdiction?
Not quite. It's one of those legal limbos. Sure, you can force your way in without breaking any laws, but they also have the right to defend themselves from unsanctioned intruders.
That's absurd. In other words, they can gun me down without repercussions.
I wouldn't say that. It's kind of a hassle to dispose of your still warm corpse.
Like this case couldn't get any worse.
No. You're an agent. The creme de la creme of the Central Bureau. Time to act like one. Infiltrate and evade, remember? If you do find evidence that these nut jobs are responsible for the killings, we'll get a diplomatic warrant.
All right. I have to be discreet then, and try to get inside without arousing suspicion.
Bingo. And, well, hope they don't already know who you are. That would make things awkward.
Okay then. I'll get some rest and visit the church in the morning.
Good plan, Agent. Dismissed.
You know, the story of Katerina and Carl reminds me so much of what we went through.
Yeah. Similar circumstances, but vastly different outcomes. It's fascinating how just a few variables can change everything.
Indeed. Are our lives nothing but a sum of interconnected parts? Does any meaning attributed to them simply stem from our limited human cognition?
Most likely. The observer bias seems insurmountable. Even the concept of meaning itself is relative.
It's scary to think about, that it could all be an illusion. Every relationship we had, everything we ever cared about.
It really is. This can't be healthy.